Okay, well, the La Liga 50K starter squad was definitely fun to do, so I think we continue on with the Serie A. Maybe we do... I like the idea of doing the Serie A and a cheaper lower league, but I think we keep these separate because I waffle so much that this is usually like a 20-30 minute squad builder for one league. So let's get into things. The idea, as always, is going to be the top 4 leagues. We try and build a 50K starter squad, but a realistic starter squad. We had a really long discussion last time, or a little bit earlier, about the La Liga players, but I still think we got the price into the 40-50K mark. So I'm very excited about the Serie A because on early looks at the players that are in this league, I think this will be the strongest starter league in the game. Usually, year after year, the Serie A is kind of my favorite league to start with anyways. I mean, back in the days of the Wesley Schneiders and the Alexander Patos and the Zlatans and the Thiago Silvas, all the way up until recently, where you'd have the Arturo Vidals and whatnot. It's always a super fun league, always a super overpowered league. Always a league, though, I do find not a lot of people use or excited about. I think like me, Itani, are like the 2 people, at least content creator wise, that are excited about the Serie A. Not too many people are excited about it. So let's have a little gander. And instead of starting from the top down, we're going to go from the bottom up. Why not, right? That's always fun to do. All right, so goalkeeper wise should be nice and cheap. I mean, off the bat, Merritt looks like he'll be super cheap purely because he's a non-rare as well. I honestly think Merritt will be 1 to 2K max. 1 to 2K max. Do we go for it? Yeah, I think Merritt is nice and cheap. Well, how tall is Merritt, though? Do we know? 1.9. So he's like 6'3" ish. I think that works. I'm excited about the wingbacks. There's a lot of strong wingbacks. Obviously, Di Lorenzo's going to be a bit too expensive. But, I mean, you look at Lazzari. I know his defending and physical ain't great, but if you want to worry about pace, you go with Lazzari. A few people asked me to look at Marusic. There he is, 80 rated with amazing physical and defending. You guys are telling me that he's going to be cheap, though? I don't feel like he'll be cheap. I mean, again, it is the start of the game. It is the Serie A. Nobody seems to care about the Serie A. This guy, even though he looks like an absolute beast, I actually think you guys are right. He's low-high work rates as well. This is the perfect right back. Where is he from? Oh, Montenegro. Adam Marusic. 4-star weak foot, can play both sides of the field, low-high work rates, 185 centimeters. That is a hell of a card, man. If you give him a shadow, this might be one of the best right backs at the start of the game. 1 to 2K we thinking, guys? I don't think he'll be more than that. Even though he looks amazing, I think he'll go under the radar. That's going to be a cheap beast, as Matt HD used to say. Now, I'd love to go with Udogi. I love this guy. He was so fun to use last year as a silver card. Fun to use his inform silver card. We used him in a champs run. This guy played like high-rated golds, but he's at Spurs. So, obviously, we're not going to be able to use him in the Serie A squad as much as I want to. So I'm thinking someone like Mario Rui, because he doesn't have a lot of pace, will be relatively cheap. I mean, you could just go for pace with a Pedersen. Silver will probably be 1,000 coins, not much more than that. Alexandro doesn't look that exciting. Doig doesn't look that exciting. Not much else looks that great to me. Balotelli could be a bit fun. Yeah, I truly think that Mario Rui isn't going to be that expensive. Marusic left back. I don't like right-footed players at left back. What? Because he is right-footed, right? If he's left-footed, then we put him. What foot is he? Foot right. Yeah. So he's going to be our right back. Mario Rui will be our left back, left-footed. I mean, with a shadow would be a waste to use on him. I'd say maybe you throw an anchor on him or something like that, or. He'll be fine. Or keep him on basic too, because on basic I believe he gets what, a plus. Yeah, he'll get himself up to 84 acceleration as well. He'll be usable. He'll be usable for sure. I think that's a dirt cheap backline so far. And then center backs wise, this should be pretty fun. So I don't know why Romagnoli is being shown at the top of this pile. That's a bit ridiculous. Do you think Bastoni will probably be a bit expensive, right, guys? Look at these center backs, though, hey? Meta center backs, you have great ones. Tomori is up there too, but even like medium meta, medium price, like a Bremer is going to be not crazy expensive, but he'll be expensive at the start of the game. But we'll call him mid meta. And then lower tier center backs looking good too. Juve used Danilo. Kalulu, we could use Kalulu. Pavard could be interesting. A bit slow though. Smalling a bit slow. See, I feel like Smalling at the start of the game, I understand that he's slow, but I really think Smalling will be very, very good. I really think Smalling with a maybe pacier player near him will be really, really good. And will be cheap. Like this Smalling will probably be 2 to 3K, maybe 4K because of the rating, max. Max. Now, Shadow is going to be expensive and he doesn't really need the boost in defending anyways. So I would argue you save money and once he's on full chem, you give him a, we'll get him on full chem in a second here, but you give him like a catalyst. Just boost, max out his pace. That 52 acceleration is horrible, but I genuinely think he'll be very good. Start of the game though, we're talking starter squad. By week 2 or 3, when people have proper pacey attacks, like good pacey attacks, you're going to get shredded to pieces with him, especially if you play with a high depth like I do. I don't think Smalling will be good to have, but first couple of weeks, I think he'll be good. And then maybe you mix him with someone that's a bit pacier. Dude, this Casale looks cracked. What? 77 pace, 80 defending, 79 physical. What's this guy up to? Oh, there he is. Right-footed, medium-high work rates, 3-star weak foot. I kind of like Casale to be alongside him, so he looks good. I do think we'll need some pace next to him, so I think Bremer will genuinely be a lot of money. I think Bremer will probably be about 10 to 15K. I don't know if I want to spend that much. But this is going to be a strong back line. Left back might be a bit of a problem, but... Two slow center backs is not the move, right? What do you guys think a Bremer will be, realistically? Do we just go with a Kalulu? 80 pace? Again, Kalulu 1 to 2K max. Doesn't matter that he's got the 80 pace. I think Kalulu will be 1 to 2K still. So depending on prices, maybe we go with Kalulu. If we have money to spend once the squad is done, maybe we bring in a Bremer. Yeah, I don't think Bremer will be more than 10K. But I mean, to me, this is still a very strong backline. Very, very strong backline. And Smalling with his slow pace is still surrounded by Kalulu and Marusic. Hopefully I'm saying his name properly. Creative Cam, what are we thinking? We should have quite a few good options here in the Serie A. Let's go with a Ribery. Ribery starts with Serie A links. Are you fisting me? Oh, that is eruption worthy. Brahim would be an amazing starter, Cam. Dude, Brahim would be nuts. Isn't he 4-star, 5-star? Dude, Brahim's the move. Brahim's the move all day. Oh my goodness. Brahim on a Maestro is going to be nuts. Look at this card, man. Probably want to work on his finishing, though. And Brahim's dribbling is so good as it is. Maybe it's wasteful. Maybe you go with a Deadeye instead for creative Cam. Maestro is better for wingers. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. No! Is Brahim at Real? No! I think you guys are right. No! Oh my god, he would be so good to start. Dude, Brahim is at Real. You know how we were saying in last episode, or last whatever, squad builder for La Liga? That's who should be our Cam in the La Liga setup, instead of Nabil Fekir. This guy doesn't know ball. Because while doing a live recording, I forgot that one player got moved to a different league. Out of like 15 leagues. Yikes, bro. Okay, man. Alrighty then. Zielinski as a box-to-box mid could be good too. I think Zielinski in the box-to-box mid role would be really, really nice there. I think what we might have to do is create an attacking-minded player that's our cam. So what I mean by that is we switch into a 4-2-4 type of formation, which allow us to cheat basically. Because then we can pick a striker or a wide player or something that can play at cam instead. A striker that can play out wide, etc. That might give us more options. So let's have a look at a holding DM too. Oh my god. Do you guys think Zambo will probably be expensive, right? You know what? I'd be tempted to go with a Locatelli. Locatelli will be discard because he doesn't have pace. But as an actual holding DM, medium-high work rates, he's got such good passing and dribbling stats other than agility and balance. Give him a shadow or an anchor. He's going to be a legit card. He'll be in the 70s for pace. And I think he'll be lengthy right off the bat too, right? Yeah, he will. With an anchor, he'll be lengthy. That's the move, man. I think Renato will be expensive, guys. Instead of Zielinski, you think Renato? I think Renato will be expensive. He's a rare, by the way. Renato's cards, no matter what his rating is, he's always a lot. I'd love to go Renato, boys, but... dude, he's gonna be Boku money. 4-star, high work rates. He's like the perfect box-to-box mid for the start of the game. There's no way he's cheap. I mean, I don't think he'll be 25k, but I would be shocked if this Renato wasn't 10 or 15k. I mean, again, a good thing to do is this. See where he started off last year. I know he was in the Serie A last year, but this is still going to be a good indicator. I mean, bro, look at this. What? What is going on here? This has got it. Was he a one to watch? I think he was a one to watch. But before he was released as a one to watch, he was still 15k. I think that honestly, the Serie A is a 10 times better league than the crappy league. I think this card will be unaffordable. I think this card will be 15k, maybe even 20k. Now, depending on the rest of the team, we might be able to use him. But do you want to put 20k into a box-to-box mid starter squad? I don't think so. I think it's, I mean, I can get Zielinski, who's good enough. Where's Zielinski? Oh. Wait, what? Am I... There he is. I think the Zielinski, I know he's medium work rates, but he's also 4-star, 5-star. Little bit taller. This guy will go under the radar for a lot of people, man. As a box-to-box mid too, I think he's got great pace as it is, so you could kind of give him some other, you give him maybe an engine as a box-to-box. Great all-around card. Defending, not the best, so you might even want to consider a backbone or an anchor too as a box-to-box. What about a gladiator? Damn, gladiator would be pretty good for him. The physicality sucks though. That strength is so bad. Rubs, thank you, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. Much love.
Love you, Nick.
Thank you, McBurney. Love you too, bro. I think as a duo midfield, that's really good. I mean, if we got a lot of money to work with, I'll consider putting Renato in the team, but let's have a look at strikers. I think Felipe Anderson might be a bit much, but then you also have a Gerard Deulofeu too, right? And you've got a Muriel. There's so many good attackers. Look at Lookman, man. So many good attackers. Lookman definitely needs a passing boost, but look at this Serie A. Look at Raspadori, dude. I think Raspadori is 5-star, 4-star too. High-low work rates. Have him as our creative cam. His passing is diabolical, though. What the heck? Nah, I can't have him as our creative cam. He wouldn't be good enough, unfortunately. Okay, maybe Raspa we don't use. I think Deulofeu out wide would be good, though. Let's see what type of wide players we got. Chiesa, I would love to get, but he's going to be so much money. Kostic is left-footed, and I bet you goes under the radar for most players. Kostic is a beast, man. Both IRL and in-game. High work rates. We'll be using him. I honestly think I would go Kostic as my left-footed attacker.
Hey, man.
Much love, buddy. Keep up the great
Thank you,
work.
Jeremy. Appreciate you. I think Kostic gets in the team easy. Do you guys think Felipe Anderson will be big money? Kostic or Berardi? Who would you guys go with? Damn, I forgot about Politano. There is way too many choices here. Jesus, the Serie A is so cracked. Look at Chukwueze. We could go Chukwueze too. We could go Chukwueze too. Two-hour RTG, is it going to be first owner? No. The only rules on the 2-hour a day Poor Man Road to Glory is no FIFA points and 2 to 3 hours a day on the account. That's it. Not allowed more. That's a combination of console, web app, phone app, etc. So like the 2-hour a day recordings, after that, on stream or by myself, I can only spend another 30 to 45 minutes on the account just to like prepare for the next day. That's it. But those are the only two rules. 2 to 3 hours a day, no FIFA points. That's it. So that way we can actually build fun teams like this, man. Either way, my rich man account's going to be like 99% first owner anyways, plus buying a few god players to build fun teams. I don't want to limit myself to first owner. I think we'll do a first owner 2-hour day Road to Glory for team of the season. Once team of the season hits, we'll start a new 2-hour day RTG. No FIFA point RTG, and it'll be first owner. I think that'll be more fun. So the first 6-7 months of the year will be, buy whatever you want, do whatever you want, 2 hours a day RTG, and then a new account for team of the season. We've done that last 2 years, and it's been super fun. Lookman at Cam is crazy. Yeah, but the problem is that 69 passing is horrible, dude. It's really, really bad. I was thinking, if anything, Felipe Anderson at Cam. Because, I mean, look, Felipe Anderson might be expensive, though, right? This card is nuts, man. Again, his dribbling is so good for a Cam that you probably want to just give him a Deadeye. I think this Felipe Anderson might be expensive. What do we think? Probably 5 to 10K for this Felipe Anderson? Project Team of the Year on the rich, like on the main account, is going to be nuts. The target will be to have like 500 huge packs. Huge packs. Not like 1,000 packs, but all our silver packs and whatever. Yeah, it's going to be a fun year, man. Having the main rich man account back, having the limited Poor Man Road to Glory, making it the hardest series I've ever done, it's going to be such a fun experience, man. Probably needed for advanced SBCs. Yeah, I mean, again, we can have a little look at what Anderson was last year. 79 rated, though. He was lower rated. But still a very good card. Give us a good indication. 7K to start. Yeah, I think 5 to 10K. 5 to 10K for Anderson is fair. And I think the reason, again, why he was expensive is because everybody was, again, using him in the starter SBCs. For me, I don't do the starter SBCs until after the second week. It's just you overpay so much that you 99% of the time don't make your money back. Player prices last year were so low, and do you think it's going to be any different this year? I think if anything, they'll be even lower this year. I really do. I feel like D-Boy, that's probably where you're getting at, right? Yeah. I would agree. Okay, so we got a central cam, we got a wide left, although we could go with a couple of options. Wide, I think Chukwueze could be better even than Kostic, but anyways. Yeah, 3-star, 2-star for Kostic makes him pretty unappealing for me as a like dribbler. I'm not a skiller per se, but I like skills. I like using them quite a bit. I'm not like an R9 Rye, but I do. Man, I don't think Kostic is the one. I don't think Kostic is the one, guys. I still think this Pedro would be a baller. Okay, can I? Oh, no. Okay, so we can do this and then get Chukwueze over here, right? In the right setup? Because I think Chukwueze starts as a... Yeah. Here we go. Okay. This is a problem. Chukwueze is left-footed, yeah? 4-star, 4-star? 4-star, 2-star! Ay, Dios mío! That's not gonna work. Huh. What do we think, man? I don't know. Carlson? Really? Zakani could be alright, too. Zakani being a non-rare is pretty much going to be discard. What does Zakani's card look like? 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, right-footed. Bro, I think this Zakani could be really good. Huh. You have an icon in your welcome backpacks? On the RTG, brother. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but the Poor Man Road to Glory has the worst pack luck all the way until February. Have you guys forgotten? Do you guys remember last year? No good pulls in the first 3 months of the first owner RTG. Then we built and crafted 2,000 packs during Team of the Year. Opened 2,000 packs. For the first time in history of my FIFA experience on Twitch, that's 10 years on Twitch. For the first time ever, we opened 2,000 packs and didn't pack a Team of the Year. Yeah, I'm not Zwei, guys. My pack luck starts coming in around Team of the Season. Or after Team of the Year. Usually my pack luck gets good after Team of the Year. Dude, we crafted 2,000 packs. 2,000. I don't think I can use Chukwueze, guys. Oh, man. I don't know what to do here with the... I need a good left-footed wide player. Politano's going to be sick, but he's not going to have the pace. I was using Kuba in the starter team. What do you guys think about Politano? Again, going to be discard. People just not going to use him because his pace is too low. But if you give Politano's got really good shooting as it is. So if you get Politano and give him an engine, like that is a good card for a wide attacker. Crossing is immaculate. I think we try Politano looks like he could be good. Zakani looks great, especially if you give him a Maestro or a Deadeye. Yep. On a Maestro, Zakani looks really good. Look at the long shooting. Shot power, long shots. Crossing isn't the best, but that's okay. Okay. Central cam, wide left, wide right, box-to-box DM, striker. Now, I think we got some money to spend here, boys. If we're talking about a 50k starter squad, I actually think we could splurge a little bit on the striker. Or we backtrack and splurge a little bit on the center back. Because if I look at this team, I think Felipe Anderson might be 5 to 10k. I think he's going to be expensive, but as a central cam, it's important to have a top tier central cam. Like those stats are nuts. So I think I'm very happy to spend the money on him. 5 to 10k, I think everybody else is like discard. Maybe Smalling, just because of his rating, won't be discard. Everyone else is going to be damn near like 1 to 2k max. So, I mean, this is like a 10 to 15k squad. Maybe a 30k squad with Felipe Anderson. Like, we got probably 20 to 25k to spend on a striker. Or we got 20 to 25k to spend, and then we can filter it through the rest of the team, right? So, like, Gerard Delafeu with 79 shooting looks to be cracked. Bro, look at his finishing. What in the hell? In fact, I'd probably give him a Deadeye, honestly. This card is nuts. For a striker? 4-star, 4-star, high, medium? Not too short. 87 finishing, 95 shot power on a Deadeye. Slip, thank you for the 22. Felix, thank you for the resub. What is this virgin saying in my chat? Crying? He's been here. Bro, you got timed out by a robot because you copy and pasted, Ryan. And you're yelling and crying about my chat and my mods. You literally copied and pasted and got timed out by a robot for spam. Let's relax a little bit, brother. You're asking us if the gameplay is going to be the same in FC 24 as 23 and whether or not you should buy the game. The game isn't out. How do you expect anyone to answer your first question, let alone your constant, incessant spam, when we don't have the game? No, I don't think... Rubes, can you untime him out? He already got his message deleted. We don't need to time him out. But, like, let's relax a little bit. All I'm saying is let's chill out. He doesn't need to be timed out. He doesn't need to be gulagged. But let's just relax. No one can answer your question, my man. I think that's the biggest issue. You can't get mad at people for not answering you when no one has the answer. I can lie to you and say, dude, the game's going to be exactly the same. Don't buy it. I can lie to you and say, bro, FC 24 is slow gameplay. I played the beta, man, where everyone's using low-rated players. The gameplay is super slow. It's going to be the best, most manual game ever, like everybody says during the beta, right? Because the beta's got low-rated players, and everybody goes from playing the latest game, which has 99 rated everything, to low-rated players, and they think it's going to be an amazing game. But nobody knows at the end of the day. Nobody knows. Anyways, moving back to the Serie A. Delafeu or Dulafo looks amazing. I'd love to splurge on a Martinez, but Martinez is going to be so expensive. Oh my god, you can use Leao at striker. Wow. Got Ocean Man as well. What do you guys think about an Immobile? For real though. I think Immobile is going to be used by next to nobody. I know he's 85 rated, so probably organically he's going to be worth about 10k just because of his rating. Maybe like 7 to 10k. I seriously think this Ciro Immobile is going to be cracked. As a target man finisher, as a pure finisher, I seriously think he'll not be used by many and he'll be nuts. The problem is his passing is god-awful. So do you kind of make him a more all-around striker and give him an artist? Because an artist takes him to 90 agility, 89 reactions is very good for a striker, by the way, 85, and then he has all that crazy finishing. And then his passing is still awful, let's be real. But it's a bit better. It's 79 short passing, 72 long passing. His curve is maybe the biggest problem. His finesse shots are going to be awful. I think Immobile is the move, man. I really do. I think Chiro not only will be a beast with an artist, I don't think he'll be expensive. Like, what did we say? We had maybe 20 to 25k to use here before Immobile. We've got, I would argue, we probably have about 10 or 15k to upgrade the team. This is I think right now this is like a 35, 40k squad max. Max. The only ones that are going to move the price up is Felipe Anderson and maybe Immobile and Smalling purely because of their rating, not because of their actual demand in the community. Amen. So what do you guys think? Kalulu? Maybe we make an upgrade on Kalulu? I kind of like the idea of maybe going with someone like a Bremer. Tomori will be crazy expensive. What do we think about a Bremer, though? 84 rated, 80 pace. He might be too much. Like, we have about 10 to 15k to work with. Do we think Bremer will be 10 to 15k? I've got a sneaking feeling that Bremer will be pretty expensive, man. I don't know, man. I seriously think this... if we look at the players, I can't see this being over 50k. I think we've overvalued the price of Felipe Anderson. I've probably overvalued the price of Immobile. I do think Bremer might be the one that might push this team over 50k, but honestly, I don't think by much. I don't think by much, boys. I mean, Zaccagni, Politano, Zielinski, Locatelli, Mario Rui, Merit, Marusic, all discard. They're all going to be like 1,000 coins. Let's be real. Maybe Marusic will be 2k. But all of those guys are like 7 to 8k max. Smalling, I honestly think will be just whatever an 84 rated card is. So it depends. Are high rated cards expensive at the start of the game? No, right? High rated cards only start getting expensive when you get repeatable SBC. So I think 84s, weren't 83s, 84s, 85s for the start of the game like discard? Let's go look at a walkout Immobile as an idea, because Immobile last year was an 86, right? That should give us an idea on the cost of this team. What was Immobile at the start of the game? That's $48K? That seems very messed up. He was 48. What? He was 100K on console. Okay, give me like an 80, give me an 84 rated that we would consider a discard. Matip, someone like Matip. Matip and Smalling are probably just as in demand of each other, right? Let's see. What was someone like? I think Matip is similar to a Smalling this year. So what was he at the start of the game? There you go. I mean, that's the start of the game. 2K. 2K, guys. 2K. That's an 84. So, I mean, Smalling is damn near discard. Right? Now, what about, give me an 85 alongside Immobile. Again, just a pure rating. Not a card that anyone's really going to use. Because I think this kind of proves my point that other than maybe Bremer and Felipe, those are the two that are going to be expensive. Kostic? I think Kostic was still probably used. Sommer's a good one. I think Immobile is probably going to be a little bit more in demand than Jan Sommer, but Sommer at the start of the game, let's see what his cost was. This is just a glitch. Yeah. I mean, look at Sommer. Sommer at the start of the game was 4K, 4 or 5K. Let's say 5K. $5K. So I would argue Immobile is going to be probably like 5 to 7K max. I would say Smalling's going to be 2 to 3K max. So other than Bremer and Felipe Anderson, this is a damn near discard Serie A squad. I seriously do not see this team being over 50K, guys, now that we've double-checked the prices of 85s and 84s. Bremer might be expensive, but I'm thinking 10 to 15K max. Anyone that thinks Bremer's going to be 30K at the start of the game, I just don't. I think they're living in like FIFA 17, FIFA 18.
Hey, man.
In fact, I'd be willing to argue, unless Felipe Anderson is price fixed, and Bremer for some insane reason is more than I think, I actually think this team is probably closer to 40K, 40 to 45K. To me, that is, I gotta say, that is such an overpowered squad for a starter team. Dude, do you understand against people that, because look, believe me here, the way the sweaty FIFA community is at the start of the game, they're gonna be spending 20K on a Correa. They'll be spending 5K on a center back Kalulu purely because of the 80 pace or whatever, right? You're going to be taking a Ciro Immobile with these stats, although I think you put an artist on him. Some people are saying make him lengthy with whatever the other one is, architect or whatever. I just don't use lengthy players. This Ciro Immobile is going to be eating people for lunch the first couple of weeks of the game. Because everybody is such a sweat. They go from the previous year, they'll use very low defense players with just pace. But if you're someone that doesn't play on the counter and isn't using pace anyways, this Immobile is going to walk through people's teams. Walk through people's teams. So I seriously think not only is this a cheap 40 to 50K max starter team, I think this team will shred people. I really do. I'm tempted to put a team like this together on the main account and just test it. Like actually go back to our old squads, maybe in a week or two when the game is out, on the main account and we do a follow-up video. Like gameplay part 2 of my 50K Serie A starter squad. We put it together and then we go play 5 games and then we just see how it does. That would be pretty fun. Whether or not the videos do well or whether or not the Twitch chat enjoys that, I still think that would be super fun. Throw this whole squad together, throw our La Liga squad together and see what works. But that is going to be my Serie A 40 to 50K starter squad. Let me know what you think about it.